Chapter 6. Senior Brother Dai. You have to calm down. Lu Yang and Meng Jingzhou crouched at the base of the heart-seeking mountain, using the dagger to dig holes and anchor the ladder. Once one end was buried, they stomped down the soil to firm it. Lu Yang kicked the ladder. It didn't budge. The vibration, however, sent a tingling numbness up his right leg. Not bad. Very sturdy. I'll go first. You can follow if I succeed, he said. Meng Jingzhou nodded. No problem. Rubbing his hands together, Lu Yang sprinted to the ladder and began climbing. When he reached the corner, the point aligned with the 50th step, he muttered, "Oh no." Forcing himself to look forward and ignore the dizzying drop below, he edged forward like a caterpillar. The candidates on the steps lifted their heads in unison, jaws dropping as they saw him approach the 50th step. What the hell is that? A gigantic ladder, planted at a 90-degree angle, had been driven into the ground, its top reaching the finishing point, the 50th step. Though the others had noticed Lu Yang and Meng Jingzhou working at the bottom, they hadn't paid it much attention. By the time they reached the 40th step, turning back would have cost too much energy, so they dismissed the duo's efforts as nonsense. Man Gu had made the most progress among them, reaching the 49th step, but even he felt as if a mountain threatened to crush him. And yet, he watched helplessly as Lu Yang climbed past him and reached the 50th step without incident. Meng Jingzhou followed closely, securing the second place. The first and second spots were set. Outside the heart-seeking mountain, the Tao-seeking sect disciples were in chaos. Don't block me. I must teach those two brats a lesson today. I guarantee I won't kill them. Dai Buffan's muscles bulged, and he looked like a furious black bear whose honey had been stolen. His junior brothers and sisters rushed to restrain him. Senior Brother Dai, you can't. You have to calm down. If word gets out, our sect's reputation will be ruined. Bullying the weak will tarnish your name. Senior Brother Dai, remember, the third round tests one's heart in seeking the Tao. Don't get angry. The last reminder finally reached him. Right. The third round tests their hearts, not mine. Getting angry will only harm my cultivation. He paused. Wait. The third round is testing them, not me. The disciples groaned again, realizing how easily he was stirred. The river spirit, observing the chaos from the river, chuckled. These people are exhausting. I no longer want to deal with them. Meanwhile, Lu Yang and Meng Jingzhou's ingenuity inspired the others. One by one, they pushed themselves to the 50th step. Man Gu led them, followed by others whose spirit roots were unknown to Lu Yang. He did recognize the last few with dual spirit roots, but most were a mystery. The remaining participants tried tirelessly to advance further. They even considered descending to use the ladder, but the mountain's pressure remained, and their bodies were at their limits. The third round has ended. Those still on the mountain are disqualified, Yunji announced coldly, instructing Dai Buffan to bring them down. Even Dai Buffan couldn't bypass the heart-seeking mountain's effects. To rescue them, he would have to climb each step as a mortal and bear the mountain's pressure. Glancing at Lu Yang, he scowled, then proceeded to climb. He reached the 50th step with ease. Watching him move so effortlessly and recalling their own grueling climb, the candidates could only marvel at the disparity. There's nothing you can understand yet, Yunji explained. You are only 14 or 15. Even with early cultivation training, what you see is like the moon in the water, flowers in the mirror, beautiful illusions. You cannot truly comprehend Tao or immortality yet. Cultivation is not just physical. It is the heart and mind. Once your cultivation matures, the heart-seeking mountain will no longer be a challenge. She waved her hand, bells on her wrist tinkling as a blanket of mist formed a cloud, lifting everyone gently off the mountain. Lu Yang clutched the cloud, trying not to swallow too hard as the ground fell away. Oh man, cultivation is thrilling. Yunji looked down at her junior brothers and sisters cleaning up. Thank you, everyone. Once you finish, return to your other duties. Understood, they replied in unison, chanting 1, 2, 3 as they dismantled the ladder. Even on the cloud, Lu Yang dared not open his eyes until he heard the excited chatter about the scenery below. Curiosity won. He opened his eyes and was stunned. A towering peak rose at the center of a sea of mountains, its sheer cliffs piercing the clouds like a colossal immortal sword. 8 surrounding mountains radiated aura waves, while a peripheral range encircled the 9 core peaks. The formation resembled a blooming lotus, shrouded in mist that added a touch of mystery. Yunji explained indifferently, there are 9 core peaks in the Tao-seeking sect. The center peak, Heaven's Gate, is where the sect leader resides. The other 8 peaks belong to elders, each responsible for different duties. Other mountains include trial grounds, annexes, and cultivation areas. Some are dangerous. Insufficient cultivation could be fatal. You will explore them gradually. Cultivation depends on Kismet. In the coming month, you may move freely across Tao seeking, tour the peaks, and consult senior disciples or elders. 1 month from now, you will choose an elder as your master. Of course, the elder must first agree. Mongu asked bluntly, it has to be an elder? Can we choose the sect leader? You can, but the sect leader rarely teaches disciples. Your chances are very slim, Yunji replied. Despite her words, many still dreamed of studying under the sect leader Ba, drawn by his strength and status. Someone will guide you to your cave abodes later, Yunji added. Lu Yang and Meng Jingzhou, you two stay behind.